perhaps demonstrating the distractions emanating from the top of the Conservative Party, the CCHQ, the Conservative Campaign Headquarters, has failed to produce a candidate for Rotherham, and only just got a candidate selection in for Hemel Hempstead after the candidate who was running received an anonymous complaint, an allegation, which meant that he was stripped of his Conservative Party membership pending an investigation, and meant that he couldn't stand. He vehemently denies the investigation, something that happened apparently on Thursday. And it shows the brittle nature of a modern election campaign continued under the full glare of social media headlights. But it also tells us something about the loss of confidence by the ruling party and the utter vacuum of control that is that is CCHQ. If you want to be centralist, it seems in an age of social media you are doomed to failure. And what has happened in the last 10 years is the two main parties, both the Conservative Party and the Labour Party, have become more centralist in order to sort of protect themselves from the possibility of individuals tripping up and causing a fuss. They become more centralist, more bland, more slogan-led, more specific about what candidates are supposed to do and how they're supposed to conform. And as a result, the whole thing can become so easily unstuck. You're just like pulling out a plug in the bath. I don't think this will be the last of the chaotic demonstrations of that over the next few weeks, but this is the point at which the election, the list of candidates is finalised, the election literature is about to be printed, and we should now, if we haven't already started receiving posts through the door, we should now start receiving our election leaflets. And I suppose that will be fun. It will be interesting to see how national, how central those election leaflets are, because in all likelihood, local candidates, particularly those with enough power to push their association to distance itself from CCHQ, for example, or push their party, their local party, to distance itself from the national party, then it'll be very interesting, because there were instances of that in the local elections. I don't know quite how much that's likely to be the case in the national elections. So in all the election literature, look to see whether or not there's a photograph of the candidate with the leader, whether this is Labour or Conservative or Lib Dem, or indeed Reform. But I suppose with Reform literature, there is nothing except for photographs of the leader. And it will be fascinating to see all that literature. Please keep me informed as you get stuff through the door. I will be very interested to know, and I'd be deeply interested to see copies of the stuff. You can you could send. I think there's an email address up at the top there, so please send me stuff, and I will happily post and review. Have fun.